In this video, I'm going to teach you how I perform the barbell row. I've made a barbell row video years ago, and I want to update it. There are many ways to do a barbell row. Horizontal back angle while setting the weight down after each rep, commonly recognized as the weightlifter's Pendlay row. You could keep your back angle at 45 degrees and never set the weight down, commonly recognized as the bodybuilder row. You could do strict rows, not strict rows, or Brian Alger's favorite, axle rows. You can do whichever variation you'd like. I'm going to show you how I like to do them, which is also how I teach them. For someone who's new to lifting weights, I teach a variation that would be more on the strict end of the spectrum because it doesn't have a lot of moving parts and it's kind of hard to mess up. If you're familiar with the 5-step deadlift setup, this will be easy. I'll recap right now. Step number 1. Place your feet under the barbell so the bar is over the middle of your foot. Step number 2. Bend over and place your hands on the bar. Step number 3. Sit your hips down and let your shins travel forward to meet the bar. Once your shins touch the bar, stop. Your hips are in position. Step number 4. Squeeze your chest out and flatten your back. Think proud chest, tight back. Don't drop your hips and do not move the barbell. Step number 5. Drag the barbell up your body while pushing your feet into the floor. We can set up for the barbell row the same way, just skipping step number 3. You don't need to bring your shins to the bar. In this position, hips are higher than they would be for the deadlift, and your back angle is more horizontal. Now, pull the barbell to your body, touching somewhere between your belly button and your nipples. I don't think hitting an exact spot on your body is that important. Just make sure the barbell touches your body. And then, drop it to the ground while keeping your hands on the bar. It's basically a controlled drop down to the floor. Think about leading with the elbows when you pull the weight off the ground. This is how you pull with your lats. Drive your elbows all the way up to the ceiling. Think about pulling the barbell through your body. If you find that the barbell keeps clipping your knees on the way up, you're doing one or more of the following 3 things. Number 1, you're either not in the correct position that I just covered, you're aiming too low towards your belly button, in which case I would suggest aiming higher on your body. You might be starting with the barbell a little too close to your shins, in which case just roll it away from your body slightly. In my opinion, starting with the barbell directly over the middle of your foot is not that important for the barbell row because the weight is so submaximal. Now from my observation, the heavier barbell rows get, the more they start resembling the deadlift starting position, which makes sense. The bar starts close to your body, your hips drop a little bit, and your knees bend. You are now in a better starting position to row more weight because you can use your legs and back to break the bar off the floor. Once you are in position, push your feet into the floor while simultaneously pulling on the barbell by driving your elbows back. Using your back when you do the barbell row is okay. But how much is too much? I don't really know. It's not a competition lift, so I can't really define what the rules are. Just try not to get too vertical. I have an idea of when I'm being too strict and when I'm just being belligerent. Use good judgment here. I usually perform these for 8 to 10, maybe 12 reps, and that's a good way to prevent me from trying to put that much weight on the bar. If you find yourself putting 70% of your deadlift max on the bar and attempting to row it, things might get a little hairy. A quick word on grip. Double overhand works fine for barbell rows. I think it's a great grip trainer, high reps with submaximal weight, but hook grip works too. If you're losing your grip with double overhand or hook grip, straps can be used. A question that I commonly get asked about barbell rows, should I use my deadlift grip width or my bench press grip width? Doesn't really matter. When Austin programs barbell rows for me, it's usually as a secondary deadlift exercise, so I'll use my deadlift grip and I'll use the same stance width as my deadlift also. If it was a bench variation, maybe I'd widen my grip just like my bench. Again, I don't think it really matters. That's it guys, thanks for watching, and always remember, tread on time!